pediatrician. Today I'm gonna make a spring meal for a friend who's on their way over, and here I have ingredients for toast that I'm gonna top with goat cheese and green olives and toasted walnuts. It's a really easy dish, but it's really impressive looking. It's also wine's best friend. It goes great with a drink, preferably a glass of sparkling wine. It's also a really versatile dish. It uses stuff from your pantry, so you can make substitutions and it always turns out great. I'm just gonna pick off the parsley leaves. I'm gonna make like a little salad of parsley and the olives and toasted walnuts. You could use pretty much like any soft herb for this. You could even use a tiny bit of tarragon, would be really, really nice. And a tiny bit of stem is fine. You don't have to go crazy picking off every single leaf. And then these stems, the bit that's left over, don't throw them out. You can use them in your chicken stock, tons of flavor. And now I'm gonna pit the olives. So I'm just gonna take the back of the knife and put it flat and just give it a little crush. And then I just take the pits out with my hands. I like buying the whole olives and doing this because you're usually getting like a better quality olive. And you can also control the size of it so you don't end up with, you know, perfect little tiny pieces. I think you get the kind of like more perfect, imperfect thing that happens when you cook at home. You could also use pickled peppers and just give them like a rough chop. Any little pickled, briny, delicious thing you probably have in your pantry is gonna be great on a piece of toast with some soft cheese on it. So once you take all the pits out, I'm just gonna give them a really rough chop and add it to my parsley. And then I'm just gonna cut a lemon in half for later to squeeze it on top. Now I'm gonna toast my walnuts. So I'm gonna add a little olive oil to the pan. I'm gonna add my walnuts to the olive oil just to warm them up. There's a pretty fine line between toasted and burnt, so you just wanna keep your eye on them. Once the nuts are kind of bubbling in the olive oil and it smells really just, you know, toasted and they take on a little bit of extra color, I'm just gonna pour them with the hot oil right on the olives and parsley. You can step back if you need to. And then I'm gonna squeeze the lemon right on top. I put my hand here just to catch any seeds, and that hot olive oil is just gonna mix with the lemon and the olives. It's gonna take up all that flavor. So good. I'm just gonna season this with a little salt and pepper. I'm gonna just mix it all together and then it's ready for the toast. So I'm gonna spread the goat cheese on the toast. You can do the toast a little bit ahead of time. It's fine if it's not, you know, piping hot. When I make this, I like to buy a really nice loaf of bread from the bakery, and then you can slice it as thickly as you want. I like big, thick pieces for this as opposed to, you know, pre-sliced bread. Before I put the salad, I'm gonna actually season the goat cheese, so I put a little salt and pepper right on top. I'm just gonna divide this between, kind of spread it out. And then these just go so well with a glass of wine, preferably something with like a little bubble in it. It just helps to kind of cut the richness of the cheese and the olives. I like something on the drier side for the same reason. It just helps to sort of balance the whole thing. Check out the other videos to see what else I made for my spring meal.